First, all right, let's begin with the secret spiritual messages. This is Twin and Them, the triplets edition. Typically, I don't get on here like multiple times. I don't want to oversaturate what it is I'm doing. It's a very delicate process. You know what I'm saying? Getting this channel together and whatnot, getting these products. And this right here is like an intellectual product. Obviously, we have some physical product, textile, and some print and some advertising products as far as some modeling, some fashion. But still, the basis of this was off the last transmission, a little bit involved in the knowledge of the triplets, right? Oh yeah, again, like, subscribe, and follow the channel, right? And then what that do, that's gonna get our energy up. It's like you probably heard this many times, but I'm gonna say it too, just like you can't see the wind, you can't see the energy. But somebody can, some people can. So I'm telling you, I can see. You feel what I'm saying? Like I did Waka Flocka when he said he put his Cartiers on, he see 2020. You know what I mean? And yeah, there's some people they can see. You know what I mean? And maybe they might be loud. Like what I'm doing right now might seem loud to you. But that's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer when it got dark out. That's when they needed him. So this message, because I'm coming off 20 number Sadness edition, probably someone that need a little more joy and light coming from a far view. You know what I mean? To motivate them, get them prostrate. And that's just a typical duty. That's why we have such a force twin in them. And that's why I'm giving you the triplets edition. Okay? And it should be very taking a note or taking a heart that there's a process with the twin in them, which alluded to the triplets edition. So there's a lot of light, there's a lot of things that we can come to terms on. And we're just twinning them like the Cain and Abel, right? Think about that. Cain killed his own brother over stuff that, okay, think about it. Cain slaughtered him, wiped him down. Okay, and I'm saying that not to offend anybody, to relate to here right now. Why he go kill Smiles? Why the heck he kill his own brother? You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that's the twin in them. You already have that dynamics. You're going to attract to certain people. Again, like, subscribe, and follow. You know what I mean? And that's the price of admission, because I'm giving you like the Miss Miyagi and you dance for a minute, right? You wax on, wax off. It seems like some nothing stuff, but that's how it makes his mark. But again, Cain killed his own brother, right? Yeah, this is 20 of the triplets edition. Like, subscribe, and follow. Okay, so yes, that's where the twin of them coming into play. So there is a twin spirit, you know what I'm saying, that you're gonna have a magnetic draw to, that is not gonna be represented fully by outward appearance. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of times y'all gonna have similar outward appearance, which is, when people are like, oh, you got a twin, or it's something in the physical form predominantly, or you have somebody that can see that. But that's the point of this channel as well. As we got twin of them, the triplets edition. We got secret spiritual messages that we hiding. You feel what I'm saying? So that openly you can pay us and you can get an increase in everything you do. You know what I'm saying? What they say, there's some stuff I think someone was telling me, it said one plant the seed, another one water the seed, but it's up to the universal to give you the increase. So that's with anything. I can say what I want to say. So pay attention, people. Now, some people that smoke a mirror stuff. Now, that's why I'm doing this. Like a lot of my thing I do outside on the fly in real time. Yes, there will be a time where there'll be a more Hollywood type thing I have to do, because it's going to be time to have to get more guap. So I'm going to have to get more immersed into my craft, you know what I mean? And utilize it as a financial platform, but as much as a mental health retreat, a seance, a collective, a conjuring, again, of this twin in them, the triplets edition. And I speak like this because some people can interject at certain times, so apologize if you've been like, you know what I mean, through and throughout following. So it's not repetition. This is not hypnosis. This ain't true blood. This ain't no glamour. This is something that it's interesting if you grasp it from this point of view, like, oh, okay, what he's saying is hypnotic. You feel me? Can be mesmerizing. And I hope what I'm saying is clear. You're a fair, cuz. What's that mean? Oh, they go look me up. Because when people are fair, they go to bop.gov and look up their name. You know what I'm saying? So they can look me up. So any of them sissy little cows want to say them little remarks that they don't feel like they're going to have to stand behind, then we'll go here. We'll give them the full revelation. And we the type that we'll drop the address and all that because we are Jehovah. For real, for real. And and we represent, we want other people who are Jehovah to see how we act and act just like us. That we fear nothing but God. Give a fuck about pulling up. We don't give a fuck about no gun, and we got fists. You feel what I'm saying? And we're gonna prevail. You know what I mean? And it's a literal thing. It's not no emotional translation, like some straight spiritual marine type. You know what I'm saying? Man and woman. All right, that's a command. That's an order, and that's coming from a true Omega. You know, you got a lot of people that act like they're alphas and betas. You feel what I'm saying? But when it's time to get on the battlefield, when it's really trying to get a front line, they're the ones that shucking it and trying to pay the responsibility off. You know, I've been in the turf, getting down, getting busy, throwing down, and I never really went to the pirates. And that's where police, they are just agents who operate on the sea. You feel like I'm talking about the 14th Amendment sea stuff. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not here to talk over people here. If you get it, you get it. If not, hey, sit down and tarry with me. You get what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, we'll give you some milk, get you fed. Then we start giving you some meat when it comes to the knowledge. We give you the information. And like I said, like, subscribe, and follow. We run out of time. You know, we're at the eight minutes. You know, 8-ball MJG, Suave House. We go 8 minutes. You know what I mean? You can go back and retrace your steps on here. But that's 20 of them triplets editions. Unfortunately, I couldn't get fully evoked into the triplets dispensement. But it starts with that Cain and Abel. And there'll be twin spirit. There'll be people just like you. They'll be envious you. And then you got to get past that. And then you will bring the triplets. Well, you'll always have a covalent force against that and jealousy and envy. And that's when you have the triplets. And you know what I mean? And if y'all could come to a form when all three of y'all has a triumvirate of spirit, you know what I mean? Being directed to wherever temples, yeah, that's when you have just a brilliant ability to experience that financial freedom and wealth. But again, you got to deal with that Cain and Abel spirit. And maybe it's you. Maybe you envy and jealous deep in your heart. And you're hiding it. You envy your brother because he gets more girls than you. But that was his calling. He's not doing it to show off. Now, shame on those who do things to show off. I'm sure they'll meet a demise. But some people really sent to be who they are. They're not showing off. Because I know, because I'm one of them. I don't do nothing to show off. This is just my natural abilities taking this effect. I try to, not put it in all caps. I'm conscious of that. So, like Edward Scissorhands, they hated him. So I got a sharp tongue and a sharp mind and all that. So, but they all want to be Edward Scissorhands buddy. You know what I mean? All right. So this is twinning them. You know what I'm saying? Out here on the blade. You feel me? I'm looking for a spaceship. All right. Church.